Today, we're going to take a quiz on traffic signs in the state of California, USA. See how many you can get right. Let's get started. If you are found guilty of driving without wearing a seatbelt, you will be fined up to, uno, if this was your first offense. This warning sign means the road ahead curves to the right and then to the left. B, a winding road. C, sharp right and left turns are ahead. You should cut your speed in half when the road is. In California, when are you allowed to drive to the left of two solid yellow lines? In which of the following places is a U-turn permitted? On one-way roads, yellow lines are used as. On a two-lane undivided highway, the maximum speed limit for vehicles towing trailers is unless otherwise posted. When you approach an intersection with a through road, but without stop signs or yield signs, you must. This warning sign represents A, the start of a divided highway, B, the start of a two-way road, C, the end of a divided highway. While driving in fog, you should use your. AN sign on a truck means that the truck's load is potentially dangerous. A traffic signal with a flashing yellow arrow means that you should. If you are in an intersection when you hear the siren of an emergency vehicle, you should. You must turn on your headlights after sunset. If your vehicle starts to hydroplane, you should. A driver in front of you is signaling with his or her hand and arm pointing upward. This driver wants to. When you want to enter a freeway, you should. A double solid white line. What does this warning sign mean? If all the rear seats are already occupied by children under 7 years of age, a child under 8 years of age may. Locked wheel skids are usually caused by. Two sets of solid double yellow lines spaced 2 or more feet apart indicate. Special turnout areas marked on a two-lane road. Which of the following signs represents two-way traffic? Which of these signs indicates a hospital ahead? When two vehicles meet on a steep mountain road where neither can pass, which vehicle has the right of way? You can make a left turn on a red light. What does this sign mean? When should you switch on your high beam headlights? It is unsafe for you to pass when a yield sign indicates that a driver must slow down and be prepared to if a vehicle or pedestrian with the right of way is approaching from another direction. The wide white line painted across a traffic lane before an intersection is known as a whir. High occupancy vehicle HOV lanes are reserved for SCO. When turning left from a multi-lane one-way road onto another one-way road, start your turn from what does this sign indicate? Blind pedestrians may carry canes or use guide dogs. When you turn off a high-speed two-lane roadway, if you have traffic following you. All regulatory devices on the road tell you. At an intersection, you should yield to another vehicle. What does this sign mean? What should you do if you are overtaking a bicycle and an oncoming vehicle is approaching at the same time? Large electronic flashing arrow panels may be used in work zones day and night too. Before reaching the crest of a hill or entering a curve, you must turn and watch for oncoming vehicles. If you plan to turn beyond an intersection, you must lanes of traffic going in opposite directions are divided by what is the first rule of a safe and legal turn? What is the correct hand signal for indicating a right turn? Which of the following statements about passing a vehicle is false? Do not use your horn. What does this road sign indicate? When approaching an intersection to make a right turn, you must stay and make the turn close to the right curb. You may pass a stopped light rail vehicle on the left side. You are driving slowly on a two-lane road. If there are at least GO'd vehicles behind you that are unable to pass you, you must pull over and allow them to pass. On one-way roads, yellow lines are used as vehicles approaching a roundabout must A indicates the outer edge of a roadway, and it may be crossed only by traffic moving to or from the shoulder. On a two-way roadway with a center lane, drivers from either direction can K from the center lane. This hand signal indicates that if you are parallel parked on the right-hand side of the street, you should before pulling out into traffic. On two-lane roads where traffic moves in opposite directions, you may pass on the left only when. At an intersection, a steady yellow arrow signal pointing left indicates to the driver that which of the following are used as left edge lines on divided highways? Thank you everyone for watching the video to the end. If you find it interesting and useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. I will be back with more interesting content. See you in the next video.